is the entity that is stalking, indeed. Repeatedly flying over me when the entity is stalking with demons that are coming around, stalking in the middle of the night. They're walking in engineered light, engaging in criminal. There's no emergency. It's in engineered light. That's the entity that's demon possessed. Michael Gherkin's also being removed, including Mike Lorenz. The entity's gang stalking me by helicopter. That's a demon that's manifesting, because you saw the Ontario police stalking me at the Ontario Town Square. You saw the Ontario police stalking me in a helicopter at the Chevron. The entity's doing so while I start recording, because the entity's been flying over my head by helicopter, and this is what they were doing while they were stalking last night, and this is what they were doing. There were no lights lighting up while the entity was under the fake sun, where the fake sun rises and sets, engaging what is keeping a fake sun over this street, stalking by helicopter. The Ontario Fire Department is no fire department. The Ontario Police Department is no police department. They're being disbanded because they're gang stalking with demons who are the people of the state. Okay, the entity that was gang stalking at Ontario Town Square, this is demon possession. This is not Baghdad, it's Southern California, and the Ontario police are being disbanded for this terrorism right here. These are demons, that's criminal summoning, in concert with the people of the state, in what is engineered light. These are demons. These are demons. This is the demon possessed, and that's called light. And these are the demons that we're monitoring at Ontario Town Square. And as I document their license plates, then the demon starts flying over my head repeatedly by helicopter. Because that's how the mentally ill are engaging in executing what is a corrupt system of surveillance in furtherance of murder. Where you have terrorism by fire departments that are engaged in what is demon possession and youth trucks combined. Demonic activity. Okay, that's all manner of light activity by demons. Fire trucks, sirens, stalking by helicopter with the demons that are the Ontario police. This is P.O.C. The entity's now engaging with a psychopathic kind of flying in a circle as I start recording on video. A demon that's stalking in the path, okay? Doing so in what is engineered light. I got one hand up. This is multiple shadows in front and in back and on the wall. This is demon possession. And that's why Paul Leon's being removed from office, because Paul Leon is a mentally sick psychopath. And this public corruption is on his watch, and it is his fault, and he is a participant in criminal surveillance and keeping my vagina under surveillance, which is not any legitimate interest. And it's the criminal conduct that comes with the demon-possessed, the psychopaths that are stalking under a fake sun, stalking with impossible light day and night, and they're obsessed with my vagina. They're obsessed with me. Walking on the sidewalk doesn't cause this bench to move. Engaging what is following from place to place is defined as stalking, and doing so using a helicopter is psychopathic pacing. P.O.C. These are the sex offenders sitting in the library engaging in surveillance all day long. These are the demons, are mentally sick psychopaths that are being relieved of their duties. Since they don't want to be a fire department, they don't want to be a police department, they don't want to be a legitimate airport, the city of Ontario is being gutted out. And this is a pathetic iteration of the same exact POC you're looking at every single day. These are demons that are engaging in what is defecating on themselves right now, using lights and trucks, because I started recording a police department that's stalking me every day that I've already documented. This is demon possession, not a legitimate emergency. The emergency is that I started pressing record right now, and you're looking at a police department use a whole helicopter to follow me around from place to place because they're mentally ill. This is POC. It's currently 11:35 p.m. This is exactly what they were doing at the Ontario Town Square. The exact same thing. Flying in circles over me. I am the obsession of Mike Lorenz, not his wife. He's obsessed with my vagina. He's stalking me and monitoring me, listening to my heartbeat, listening to me breathe, molesting me with impossible light. The demons are stalking me under a fake sun that rises and sets over me, molesting with light that is not their headlights as mentally ill psychopaths. This is the Nephilim. And the Nephilim are going to cease to be able to stalk and use the name of a police department, stalk and use the name of a fire department, stalk and use the name of a municipality. This is public corruption that's being exposed. Mike Lorenz is being removed. The kidnappers of the Ontario police are going to prison. The kidnappers who are the people of the state kidnapping with that agency are going to federal prison. And the entity is engaged in what is the criminal system, which is relieving and removing Paul Leon, who was not exempt from a federal prosecution himself, for this Baghdad-like terrorism that's underway on an ongoing, ceaseless basis while these psychopaths are stalking me under a fake sun that rises and sets on this street at this block. This is the pattern of conduct. Wherever I'm at on this block, Euclid Avenue, not going beyond F Street and not going beyond the Ovid Family Community Library. That's where the fake sun rises and sets. These are demons who are absolute psychopaths, stalking with impossible light. None of that is headlights. That's engineer light. They're all monitoring. This is mental illness. This is mental illness that is shared by the demon-possessed, the Nephilim. That's who they are. Trying to hide behind a police department, trying to hide behind a fire department and a city. And this is where they are in the United States. They are being exposed and they're being prosecuted. They're going to prison. They're going to be committed. This is P.O.C. That is the entity stalking me, obsessed with what's between my legs. That's not a police department. That's a terrorist agency. And these sex offenders are going to be removed from any position to threaten and kidnap, like I have been documenting in the public investigation of the U.S. government. This is P.O.C. It is currently, like I stated, 11:37 p.m. This is P.O.C.